Hey everybody, it's Tom from Show Me Coasters, and over the last few days Cedar Fair has released what 2020 is going to bring to their different parks. So let's take a look and see what everyone is going to be getting. At California's Great America, we're going to see a brand new water park emerge from the old one. Boomerang Bay is changing to South Bay Shores. They're going to be adding about 7 new water attractions, as well as an all-new cabanas rental area, and lots more shade and landscaping with the natural beauty of the park, and new restaurants as well. At Canada's Wonderland, we're going to be seeing 2 new attractions added to the park. We're going to have Mountain Bay Cliffs and Beagle Brigade Airfield. So Mountain Bay Cliffs will actually be a cliff diving experience at the water park, and then Beagle Brigade Airfield will be added to Planet Snoopy in 2020 and for the little ones to ride. And at Carowinds for 2020, coming to their water park is going to be a new slide complex called Boogie Board Racers. Now this is a matte racing slide complex that's going to be added to the park. It will have 6 lanes going across, and I believe it's going to be manufactured by Pro Slides. Another item that they're going to be getting next year is going to be their Grand Carnival Festival. And coming to Donny Park and Wildwater Kingdom, I'm sorry, it's not going to be a GCI roller coaster like everyone had hoped, but it's going to be another water attraction for the water park called Seaside Splashworks. Now this will be one of the interactive treehouse water complexes that you see at a lot of these water parks. This one looks a little bigger than average. It's supposed to have 6 slides, huge number of cannons, water cannons, and just a huge splash area for kids to play on. Next to King's Dominion in Doswell, Virginia, we have Coconut Shores. Now, we all knew that they were going to be getting some sort of a water park expansion. This is going to be a brand new interactive treehouse area, flat and splash area, as well as having a small mini wave pool for the younger kids to play in. And the next park we're coming to is Michigan's Adventure. You know, this park gets a lot of grief. They get joked about that they'll get a new trash can or a new bench maybe. But actually this year the Cedar Fair is actually making a pretty major investment for this park.
Camp Snoopy will feature 6 new attractions designed specifically for young thrill seekers and their families. Climb aboard the camp bus for a fun-filled ride that will have you soaring up and down with the Peanuts gang. Rev up your engines for a ride on Trailblazers, an off-road adventure where you whip around and around in your all-terrain vehicle. Everyone loves a balloon ride. Adventurers on Beagle Scout Lookout will float high in the sky in a flying balloon race with spectacular views. Next up, Woodstock Express is the perfect coaster for young adventurers and their families. Hold on and enjoy the ride. Take an exciting spin on mud buggies. After climbing aboard, you'll be bounced up and down and all around. And finally, young guests will love the new Beagle Scout Acres. This climbing play area will feature elements and activities for kids and toddlers to explore and conquer.
The next park we're going to come to is Valley Fair. Now, unfortunately, as we all know, every year, probably 1 or 2 parks out of the Cedar Fair chain doesn't get any rides at all. And this year, it's Valley Fair. This year, they're getting the Grand Carnival Festival from July 25th through August 16th. The next park we're going to visit is Worlds of Fun in Kansas City. And at Oceans of Fun, they will be getting the new Riptide Raceway. Now, this is going to be another matte racing slide added to the chain. This one's only going to be a 4-lane across and will be the 2nd longest in the U.S., they say. So for 2020 at Kings Island, we all know what they're getting. They're getting Orion, the new Giga Coaster from B&M. And while there are a lot of mixed reviews about this ride, one thing we know for sure, it's going to be a good addition to this park. It would have been nice to see them do something different. If you're not going to break the height record or the speed record, give us something different. It's B&M. They could have put an inversion on this, you know, the first vertical loop on a Giga Coaster. It could have been the first Giga Coaster in the world to feature the world's tallest inversion or the fastest inversion on a Giga Coaster. But they didn't do that. So I am excited for this ride. It'll be nice to be able to go only 5 hours away to ride a Giga instead of having to drive at least 10 to ride Millennium Force at Cedar Point. But this could have been so much more. And at Knott's Berry Farm out in California, America's first theme park. We know that next year they are going to be celebrating their 100th anniversary, and while there have been no announcements as far as new rides or anything, it should be a pretty thrilling time if you're going out to Knott's Berry next year. So folks, that's going to bring us to our last park, Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. Now next year they will be celebrating their 150th anniversary. The park opened originally in 1870 and we've made it all the way up to 2020. Now for next year they're saying that there will be a lot of nighttime celebration takes place. Also old food favorites will be coming back as well as some new food favorites. And they are saying that a river expedition for the entire family is set to launch next year. Now, that makes me wonder if they are going to be revamping their whitewater rafting ride and turning it into a Infinity Falls type ride like you're seeing down at SeaWorld and Silver Dollar City, which will be opening next year. So that's going to do it for today. This is Tom from Show Me Coasters. That's the announcements for 2020 for Cedar Fair. We hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching and have a great day.